A few rules about video game reviews. 1. You always review what's there and not what's missing or what you wanted. 2. You never, ever change the score. And 3. You judge it ultimately on one fundamental question: is the game fun? All of these elements are really relevant with Titanfall, simply the most important game that will be released this year, and yes, I realise it's only March. Titanfall is monumentally important for Microsoft and Xbox One. It's the great hope, the crucial exclusive, the system seller. It's been on every most anticipated list since it was first announced, and fairly so. The game is also vital to consumer confidence in EA being able to release an online-only game that actually works as planned on day one. As you no doubt know, Titanfall is a multiplayer-only shooter made by the lead and staffers who created and built the Call of Duty franchise, and as you may know from the beta, it's fast-paced and introduces fresh ideas in both its movement style and mechanics, and of course, the titular Titans. It's a shame that network stability should be an opening consideration, but the game requires you to be online, so you need other people to make it work. In our closed review session, there were problems with connecting teams in the campaign, explained as a bug that was fixed overnight. There were occasional lag issues during gameplay and odd connection drops, all of which could be explained by pre-release code. Yet in the wake of SimCity and Battlefield 4, EA has really not earned the benefit of the doubt. I mean, no doubt some will have issues on day one, others will be fine, and eventually everyone will get in. But the game? What about the game? Of course you can jump into multiplayer classic mode immediately, though it's worth running through the training session just to understand the potential moves with double jumps and wall running that will factor so vitally into how the online battles evolve. But the campaign mode offers a more visceral training program. You join the militia with 5 friends, or randoms, and a host of AI grunts and hackable spectres, and fight the IMC in very traditional multiplayer battles. Through 9 missions, you explore a couple of the limited supply of game modes and level up, unlocking more weapons, add-ons, perks and kits. Then, if you wish, you do it again as the IMC, because, and I quote, there are 2 sides to every story. Now, I just spent 2 solid days playing Titanfall, ran through the campaign on both sides, and couldn't tell you a damn thing about the story. That's partly due to the space opera style plot of intergalactic battling that's instantly forgettable. But it's also hindered by the storytelling mechanic that insists on popping random characters on the screen without introduction and have them yell while you're dodging bullets from other players, titans and even the AI cannon fodder. The campaign really fell down the gap between insisting you dive into the action instantly with the supposition that we demanded narrative to drive our investment in this new world. It's actually a little sad to dismiss a storyline that evidently has background and reason and drama, but since you don't really get a chance to stop and smell the roses, those wordly roses wilt in the heat of bullets, rockets and those damn titans. But what really matters for Titanfall is the mechanics by which you move and engage in combat, and here Respawn proves it absolutely knows what it's doing. Gameplay is fast, fluid, inventive, and manages to navigate expertly that difficult line between simple pick-up accessibility and what the advanced player will demand. You may suck, but the Smart Pistol, an auto-targeting weapon, provides the opportunity to headshot basic grunts with ease. It's a powerful feeling, and while auto-killing other pilots requires a much longer lock-on to earn that insta-kill, it provides a novice with a way in to the action. Where Titanfall takes a sharp left turn from the kind of death lanes that Call of Duty players know and love to hate and hate to love, is in its verticality. It's a popular buzzword for level design, but it's in the maps and the movement mechanics that Titanfall shows it really is part of something new and fresh in the shooter genre. Ledges and rooftops, industrial crates and machinery, rocks, walkways and even zip lines all create paths and exploration alleyways that couldn't be fully realized in the 2 days that we spent playing. What's even more limited is the number of game modes. Where other shooters in the category have evolved over time, Titanfall today is clearly a first release in what's planned to be a long-running franchise. There are only 5 modes and all follow familiar tropes. Team Deathmatch, called Attrition, Hardpoint, which is Domination, CTF, Last Titan Standing, which actually isn't that fun, and Pilot Hunter. and the last mode, Variety Pack, just mixes up the modes to keep you playing. And this is nothing new, but made fresh by your ability to drop your Titan into the fight when you've earned it. Everyone can get a Titan, you just may have to wait a few minutes for it to be available. But if you're mowing down opponents, that time drops, so you get the beast a little sooner. And to be clear, jumping in a Titan and engaging in these battles is exhilarating. It also illustrates the challenge and competence to which the level design affords opportunities for pilots on foot to be effective, and these mammoth titans to still feel like they are powerful brutes. The balance between the size and the power of each combatant is a nuance that has been expertly managed, and as a result makes each map and game mode still challenging. What really matters is what Titanfall actually is, and that is an expertly formed shooter. It lacks many built-in charms gamers might expect, like obvious esports functions and game modes that really promote how this experience is truly different. But it's also clear that this is stage one of an ongoing process. And what you get is a super fast-paced shooter experience, some epic moments in wall running and shooting guides, and a truly original feeling of competitive multiplayer. As a result, I'd recommend Titanfall to anyone, but with the understanding that this is the first salvo in a barrage that will endure, and you will enjoy this shot, but also be aware that the true potential of the franchise is still to be revealed.